Hey guys, good morning everyone. Today is August 5th, 2020, around 3:30 in the morning. And we are going to discuss in today's session our daily stock market analysis based on your requested stocks and also the most trending stocks for the day. So normally I would record this video around 8, 9 in the evening, but we had so many meetings today, but I shall never close the day without our daily rigor, which is to review your requested stocks plus the trending stocks. So I already have prepared a list based on your requests. But before we get started, I'd like to invite everyone to go and subscribe to our channel if this is your first time. And just to give you an overview, we're doing this every single day, as you can see here. Every day we have brand new videos. Sometimes I might record late, but I never let the day pass without it. Okay, and you can also hit the notification bell so you're always updated. Okay, and before we get started, I just want to share to you guys some very good comments that we have here. I'd like to give a special shout out to Samuel Tudoro. He's very consistent at sharing additional input insights about some of the stocks and of course the Philippine market per se. So in today's comment from Samuel, he said DMC, a stock ready to take off. Since late last year, DMCI's owners have been quietly buying back the construction giant stocks from the market. Based on the public disclosure of DMCI to PSC, over 120 million shares, valued at 493 million, were purchased from the market by its major stockholders in June and July this year alone. So you can read through the other comments here, but I think the main message of Samuel here is looks like the stock is starting to really look attractive. It's starting to become attractive in terms of price, and the major stockholders are starting to buy back, you know, taking advantage of the big dip in the price. So we are also going to look at that stock and really try to uncover what is the current situation of the stock in terms of technical analysis. And he also requested BDO, DMC, SM, and SMPH. I have that already listed over here. Okay, and we also have a request from Trevor. Hi, Miss JD, can you include AXLM on your next review? Yes, I have that over here. And Meg from David. Okay, so guys, feel free to also do the same. Every day I receive comments requesting for your, for their favorite stocks to be reviewed. So go ahead and drop a comment as well. Hit the like if you see value in the insights. And yeah, I really appreciate and I read all your comments, guys. So the moment I click, I put a thumbs up, that means I've already added those requests. So this one, I'm going to give a thumbs up. And over here, I'd like to empower you guys to go ahead and visit the comment section of our video from yesterday, August 3rd, because this is where the comment of Samuel is. Okay, but I don't want to take too much of your time, and I'd like to hop into the main meat of our discussion today. So we have AXLM over here. So these are the stocks I am going to review. So I got the requests from the comments. At the same time, I went ahead and looked at the most trending stocks over here in Investograms. Thank you, Investograms, for providing this free platform for the Filipino people. Your advocacy uh, is really good. You're helping a lot of people. We don't have to, uh, you know, uh, spend too much unless, of course, you want to take advantage of their features. But overall, the major um, tool here is, of course, this charting tool, and it's just free. In the meantime, let me launch my, no, not this, not this. Okay, let's use this. Right. Let me talk about our index first. Let's try to look at how the market reacted from that dip the previous week. I mean, the previous day. So we were able to recover really quickly from the dip that happened yesterday. So we spotted this area as a possible area of support, which is the nearest area of support, and looks like it is about to, respect that. It respected that level for today's market, and looks like it won't go as deep as this. But overall, we're still not 100% safe yet because using our Bollinger Band as our main indicator here, we follow a rule of thumb here. Unless we see in the next 3 days the candlestick engulfs, meaning it ends much higher than the last candlestick that ended outside of the Bollinger Band, only then can we say we are now reversing officially. Because look what happens. This one over here, it dropped, right? And then it recovered. But look at the candlestick. We are still very, the entire body of the candlestick is still much lower than the full body of the red candlestick here. And the rule of thumb is in the next 3 days. The third day over here is also green, but it did not engulf this. So what happened? We declined some more. So that's the rule of thumb that we're following. So I'm thinking there is a big possibility because people are on the defensive side in terms of their trading and other activities in the market. We're very defensive at the moment, or conservative. So I feel that we might even have some sideways movement first before the price continues to rally up. And it really depends, whatever the news that might come out in the coming days, we really have no control. If there are some more negative news, then it could also break that. In the meantime, my realistic forecast, based on where we are seated at the moment, is we are going to probably have sideways first and then continue to move up. All right, let's go ahead and check out AXLM. Oh, this one is looking good. I see a support right over here for AXLM. What did AXLM sold all my positions today? Let us see. You sold all your positions today. Hmm. I wonder what is your average here? Because this is where I see, this is the support that I see. And in today's performance, I see a green. So it looks like this is starting to become a much stronger support at the moment. And RSI is looking healthy. So I'm thinking, actually, this is a support. So anywhere from 1.89 to 2.05 is a good area to try out and start doing test buys. And however, we also have to take note that the nearest possible resistance that we have here is because there's an MA20 line here. Once we're moving below that line, your MA20 could act as a possible resistance. So that's the first area it has to challenge first. Now, if it breaks, then we will have some more movements going up. Next possible resistance that I see is right at this level. Reason for that is because we saw this. We saw this. Yeah, that used to be a support. Now, if you want to really understand the overall direction of the stock, see this? It did a double bottom. Let's see how it looks like. And look at your RSI. So you know what? This stock is, for me, it's just about to move up. We just retested that support on a weekly chart. So I see it, you know, if we have increasing volume, looks like the volume, as you can see here, looks like it's also starting to gain more volume. So if you want, you can try out anywhere between 1.89 to 2.05, but looks promising right here. And if you're going to look at a weekly chart, how far are we? So talking about risk to reward ratio, look at that. 1.89 is the support, so I'm thinking we might see some jump there. All right, let's take a look at MEG. Let's check out, okay, this could also mean a support. Looks like it respected this area as our support, right? 2.90. Okay, so I'm thinking we might stabilize or we will continue to move higher. And for now, 2.90 is our support area. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. How does it look like here? Okay, see that? It's respecting. So 2.90 is our MA20. Look at that. See? So looking for me, I think there's a good potential for this stock to move some more to the upside, because we've started crossing the MA20 line, and it's just retesting your previous resistance, which is your MA20, now becoming a support. So try to observe around 2.90, because that's the support area we're looking at. BDO, another promising movement for today. Yeah, but very minimal. Okay. Interesting. You know why? Because it ha- we are we currently have a doji, and when a doji comes out, but this is on a weekly chart. Let's go back to a daily, because let us say today is a Friday, and this is the representation of a full week's performance. Then that could mean a possible, change in direction. But it's just a Tuesday, so we don't really know the final look of our candlestick. So let's try to go to our daily chart. On daily chart, we have reached a triple bottom. What, right? First, second, and third. And let us see if it starts to move higher. All right, looks like, so I think I've plotted this before. I said try to observe how the market reacts as soon as we reach this part. You can even backtrack my previous videos. I can clearly remember this because I have a position in this stock. So I said that we'll observe how the market behaves as soon as it touches your third bottom, which is around 85.12. So I'm thinking currently a lot of people will really be enticed to add some more volume here around 85.12. So let us see if this support is going to be respected. Overall, guys, I'm not promoting or anything, but just, it's a giveaway fact that BDO is one of the more stable banks, not just banks, but one of the major players in the country for our stocks in the index. So it's really a, a stock on sale, literally on sale, right? Look at how much we have dropped from the previous. It's 100%. It's 100% drop. So from a 160 to around 85. So let's say 95, 94% drop from the last quarter to, first quarter of the year to the third quarter. This price level was the price back in 2014. See that? So this is just a sign that it's never too late. If you thought that you're already lagging behind uh, the performance of the market back in 2014, we are given the opportunity to experience that price level 15 years ago, 16 years ago. Okay, so 85.12, very attractive level. Try to observe 85, that price area being a support. So I'm not really going to talk about a profit taking area because we all have different profiles here. So you could be a short-term trader, a position trader, or a momentum trader, and a lot of you, I'm sure, are investors. So just buy some more whenever you have opportunities like this and forget about it. Go back to it as soon as you know the economy is already good because I'm thinking it's really gonna shoot up in price. Now let's talk about DMC. Samuel's comment. Oh, this is looking attractive, guys. Look at that. So we've been stabilizing at this level for the past how many days, and you have an engulfing candlestick. So if you want to be very detailed in your research, try to go and check out what Samuel said here. So major stockholders have been buying since June and July. It is also an indication that the company is undervalued, and I agree. The MCI's latest price earnings ratio is a low 5.8, while its price book value ratio is 0.63 or less than 1. Finally, something good may be happening in the company, hence the massive buying by its owners. The stock, which closed 3.65 as of August 4, is near the 52-week low from a high of 1032. Right, 1032, previous high, 10.32. Yeah. So if you're just going to, just even talk about January first quarter performance, we don't. So let's say you're just aiming for a short-term gain here, maybe even for a price target of around 7, and you enter around this level would already give you what? That's 100%, right? So you don't even have to wait for the price level to go back to its previous high, like the 16 level. Even if you just aim for the 7 peso level, I think right now, so looking at where we are now, so this, on the other hand, is a double bottom. First drop is here, and then the second drop is here. And then let's take a look, see that your RSI is showing us a bullish divergence at the same point. Previously, the point here in your RSI is much lower, and then when we revisited that price area, you now have more people buying them. So that's why RSI is starting to move higher. So really promising, especially the candlestick that we have today. This is a full green, solid green. You don't even see a wick right here. So I don't know at what time of the day we rallied significantly. So looking at a 15-minute chart, what time? August 3rd or August 4th? Ah, the moment, the very first 15 minutes of the day, it started to shoot up right away. So that's a good sign. Okay. So another, thank you for that comment, Samuel. Very, very good catch there. DNC starting to look very attractive. You guys, look at that solid green. Next one is SM. SM, okay, slight recovery, but just observe, okay, because this is the support that we see at the moment. There was a resistance formed here, starting to create a support right over here, but we have not fully engulfed this red candlestick that ended outside of the Bollinger Band. So maybe we need to wait second and third day. If it goes higher than this red candlestick, then we can say, okay, it's a successful bounce. Otherwise, it might just, it's like a false alarm. It will go higher and then revisit. But for now, 846.21 is the support area, nearest support level I'm looking at. The next one is SMPH. Same thing, doing sideways at the moment, right? I'm looking at 28.27 as our support area. It's trying to stabilize with, with large waves, bounces, and currently we're revisiting this price area. So the same outlook uh, for as long as we're not able to engulf this red candlestick yet in the next 3 days. I'm just being conservative. Right now, I feel that it will just stabilize within this range because that's our support area. Reason why I said that that is our support, because I screen to the left and I see consolidation happening right at the area. So that's why I'm saying that it's a possible support. FNI. Oops. FNI. Hmm. We're still following the uptrend channel, right? There you have it. But as for this one, maybe we'll try to, there. It's, I don't know what you call that pattern, but it's following the MA20 line at the bottom. So it's not really equal. But this one will serve as your resistance. So I'm thinking if it touches this level and you see rejection, then most likely it will go back here. So at any point in time this breaks your MA20, then that's not a good sign. But in case, right, here's another key trigger to really monitor. If it breaks this upper line, yellow line that I've created here, because currently that is acting as your resistance. If it breaks that, then you have a brand new wave. You might encounter some more push to the upside, and then of course it will retest and then continue to move higher. But if it breaks this MA20 line, then that's a different story. You might see some more pullbacks or some more decline in price. Next is ACEPH. Next one, wow, third day straight, 4.23% increase. Um, okay, but you're very near your resistance, guys. This is the nearest resistance I'm looking at. You see this? Do you see this? That's price level. This one too, it's being touched. Each time it touches that level there's rejection, so it's also possible we might have some more push to the upside. And let's see if you will have some rejection right at the 2.86 level. But overall, if you're, if you're a position trader, this is already starting to look pricey, right? See that it's already at the overbought level. This price area means it's already starting to become expensive. If it ends lower, that means people have been selling, and price is starting to become more cheap. So right now it's very near your resistance and it's starting to look expensive. So try to observe first. It really depends on your profile. Some people do trade momentum. So it's up to you if you'd like to take advantage of that. Your reward potential is 5.50 here against your possible risk is 12%. So the risk to reward ratio is not ideal. The next one is Mary Mart. Mary Mart also, wow. Looks like we have established a brand new support at the 2.47. So I just feel like we might have some more movements to the upside. Okay, so really happy to see that it did not go back to this previous gap over here and started to push the price higher. Okay, it looks promising. Okay, 2.47 is our nearest support right now. Next one is IDC. IDC also, this is, remember guys, this is MA20. We're still attempting to break that last July 30th. We tried to surpass that level, but there was a wick over here. People took profit, and then it did not really sustain. And then yesterday it dropped, and now we're attempting to break that again. So it could be another unsuccessful day tomorrow if we will again experience rejection and will have a decline in price. However, if we start, let's say we go higher than the MA20 line as a starting price, or we start at 1.83 and then it pushes the price higher, then that's a different story, because that means we now have a possible breakout of the MA20 line. That is what I'm referring to. Okay, so because this is currently acting as your resistance. Overall, look at that, sideways but big waves. Okay. My gosh, my battery is about to die. um I think I'd like to stop here because I'm scared my battery might die. So I was able to review these stocks for you guys. I hope these insights are, you find it helpful, and hopefully it can help you in your trades tomorrow. In the meantime, thank you and good night. Bye bye for now.